I will be right back. Well, hey y'all, welcome back to Doug's Cars, springtime edition, or almost springtime. I also want to thank every single one of y'all who've watched my videos. The first video about these Rovers has now gone over 30,000 views, which is just amazing. And all in all, they're well over 100,000 views for the videos added up. That's just fantastic that so many people have been that interested in these Range Rovers that we pulled out of a field or out of people's yards or whatever, and are now enjoying. And if you watched my last video, you know that I did indeed enjoy this off-road to the point where it's not too muddy, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this washed. So let's run this through the car wash and see what happens, because the other ones seem to like to leak. This one just doesn't. So I'm gonna take it through the car wash, get the underbody sprayed off, and get this one nice and clean, because 30,000 views on the first video of these. It deserves a nice clean. All right, got the camera situated here. Let's fire up. All right, not too shabby. Start right up. Oh, can't have the radio on. Don't want to get any copyright infringement. Some rear window action going here. There we go. A little air in here. Front ones, of course, are negligible. Driver's side one definitely not functioning. Still need to get on that before it gets too hot out. While I've got this opportunity, I wanted to talk about some of the updates that I've made in previous videos as far as information about this channel. One of which I was very, very happy about was the fact that my work, this is not my day job, was taking us to Vienna, Austria for a big corporate meetup at the end of May. And I was going to take the week off following that, the first week in June, and visit some friends in the German-speaking area of the world. And I was going to rent a car, maybe more than one, and just have some fun and make a ton of videos, a ton of quality content. Well, everybody knows there's this thing called the coronavirus going on, and yeah, it's not canceled. There's still a very good chance that it will happen, but I'm not holding my breath. I'm an optimist, I'd like to think, and I believe this will pass. I'm not as freaked out by the numbers that everybody else seems to be. All that to say, this could very easily be canceled, and I will not be able to do that, which is unfortunate. We're a totally remote company, so I don't get to meet a lot of people I work with in person, so it's one of the reasons they do these kinds of things. And I just, really, really was looking forward to going back to a German-speaking country. I haven't been to any in a while. I'm fluent in the language, in case you were not aware of that. And I also like to drive cars that we can't get here in the US. I mean, I could rent a Skoda or a Seat or a Renault or a Peugeot or a Citroen or something like that we just don't receive in the US at all. So, none of you see it unless someone brings that content to you, because they're just not out on the streets. I mean, I'm not going to go there and rent a Lexus or a Mercedes unless it's something really cool. So, yeah, all that to say, that's on hold. But if you have been a long-standing channel member, you know that I also co-own a race team with the guys from Sports Car Workshops and some other folks, and we are now fielding 2 cars. And if you go back and watch my videos from December, you will note that I was not driving. I had not yet become part of the team other than to record it. However, I am now part of the team, and I will be driving this weekend. That is right, it is a Wednesday, and this Saturday we are doing a 12-hour endurance race with the Champ Car folks at VIR outside of Danville, Virginia, and we're fielding 2 cars. And I will be bringing this camera along, and I will be driving. I have all of my gear, I have everything ready to go, and all we need to do now are to get the cars just tweaked enough to get them to the track, have them pass tech, and then Saturday morning at 9 a.m. we'll be out there driving as best as we can. So we have a 1987 Porsche 944S in Guards Red, which is a fully converted race car. It's really well done. Unfortunately, in the Champ Car series, anything that you add to make it more of a race car takes or gives you extra points. and makes it that much harder for you to win anything. And I don't think that we're going to be winning anything. I have driven on a track before, but it is not something I've done recently or something I've done often, so I know that I'm going to be slow. However, our other car, which I have definitely brought to you on the track, the Porsche is a newer one. I also have videos of that. The other car is a 1985 Volkswagen Jetta that someone converted to a VR6. Now that engine's been rebuilt several times, thanks to the guys at Sports Car Workshops, especially Tyler, who has spent innumerable hours rebuilding that engine over and over again, because it was a junkyard engine. You know, these things happen. But he's also rebuilt the transmission and put an LSD in it. So we have an LSD swapped VR6 Jetta, and it's not a 90s or 2000s Jetta that was a big bloated thing. This is that second gen Jetta, so it weighs nothing. Of course, it's stripped out, it's a race car, so it doesn't have any velour in it anymore, so it moves. Now, it is front wheel drive, so it has a different handling characteristic than the Porsche. All that to say, this is going to be a fun race, and I really hope that you all tune in. Those videos will be coming up as soon as I get back from that trip, and I'm going to be very interested to see how we do. I personally cannot wait to get behind the wheel of a race car on a track. It's just something that I've done, like track days in maybe not even specially prepared track cars. I did it once at the BMW track in Spartanburg, South Carolina with some friends. And you know, those were just regular run-of-the-mill, like 1 series with automatics. And you know, this is going to be on a track in a race car, harnessed in with a Hans device on and a helmet, and you know, and a manual. Like you actually have to think about shifting too. Now, from what I understand, South Corsa VAR, you don't have to shift a whole lot. It's not going to be like shifting constantly, 3, 4, 5, back around again. And it is a 12-hour race, so we have to, you know, make sure the cars make it. If you watched Ford versus Ferrari, you know that, you know, you got to make the car last. You can't just drive 9,000 RPM all the time and hope that the car lasts. It works out in fairy tales and sometimes in real life, but that's not what we're going to be doing. We're not going to be babying them either. This is a race, and the cool thing about having 2 cars on the track at the same time with a group of guys is we'll be racing each other. And so I'm just hoping that I'm not lapped many times over by the other car. So, oh boy, it's going to be fun. Definitely stay tuned for that. I'm going to hopefully get some more in-car footage. The last trip, our in-car mount wasn't working properly, and you know, I wasn't driving the cars at the time, so I didn't feel right bringing a whole lot of in-car footage to y'all because I wasn't the one actually driving the car. So I put a little bit of it in that we were able to get. This time I will be driving the car, so I would like to get some footage of me driving and hopefully staying on the track and passing some lesser cars. That would be great in either car. So, all right, well, we're about to turn in here to the car wash, so let me go ahead and do that. Using a gas station car wash here because, of course, I'm not taking this to a real full-service wash. They would laugh at me. I mean, the wood's peeling and everything like that, although it would be nice at some... oh boy. No power window means I'm getting out. I will be right back. Well, such is gas station car wash life. Very anticlimactic. Yeah, so their system's down. So I get free car washes for the next 2 weeks once the car wash is up and running again. So whenever that might be. Anyway, that was a bust. I guess I will, man, it's a sunny day. It's been good for a couple weeks. Like, why don't they keep these things running? It's got to be a money maker for them. There's no way it costs $10, $12, $14 for these car washes. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to turn that quick in this car. When you have oversized tires on these, they rub the frame, and it's kind of difficult to turn full lock. It just doesn't do it. It just can't. It's not possible, and it's not happy. All right, made that. Well, anyway, that was anticlimactic. But what will be awesome to watch is the race this weekend. So you can get to see this wash, see it possibly leak, see me get drenched with water. But You're gonna get to see me racing a car in a couple days. And I really appreciate every single one of you. 30,000 views just on the first video for Rover Rescue. How awesome is that? So I'd like just to say, thanks everybody. Keep watching. If you haven't subscribed and you want to keep seeing cool content involving cars and sometimes Range Rovers, please subscribe. Hit that little bell if you want to be notified. I try to post at least one video a week. Doesn't always work out. I do have a day job. And yeah, like and comment. I love seeing what you all have to say, and I try to comment back on everything. So look forward to hearing from those things. So have a great rest of the week, and I will be coming at you soon from a race car. Thanks for watching Doug's Car.